March 27th, 2019. The Mueller investigation has ended. It was a bit upsetting for the left and the mainstream media. Didn't get what they wanted. This is a perfect example. If you had been listening to the Fox, which was simply looking at it with some reason of show me the evidence, you would not have been as surprised at the Mueller verdict as what the left is. 2 years, all the prosecutions he had, none of them showed any collusion aspect. The two big ones, Manafort, tax evasion basically, from 2005. Cohen, tax evasion. They tried to tack a campaign finance issue on there, but he just pleaded guilty to that. I'm pretty sure if it was fought in court, probably a 75% chance or better, he would have beat that. And if they try and charge Trump with it, I don't see it going anywhere in the courts. Remember back in the Democrats, I can't even think of his last name now. John, yeah, it's already been set precedent. Okay. Anyway, all the others, except for the ones that played on Facebook, were got for perjury. They lied to the FBI and the special prosecutor, and the things they lied about weren't even a crime. So if they had told the truth, they would have never been charged. And what they told the truth about was not a crime, so they wouldn't have been charged. It's what we call a process charge. And it also ruined a lot of lives and cost a lot of money. Now, we did have 12 or 13 Russians charged for posting Facebook ads that might not have been true. Oh my God. I've never seen any lies posted on Facebook. And then some Russians sitting over in Russia that supposedly hacked the DNC computer. In this day and age, with our technology, espionage has taken a new leap into the internet. And I guarantee you, every country out there has their experts on the internet trying to dig up shit. If they don't, then that country's not doing their responsibility. If Russia's not trying to hack into the United States, Israel, France, China, then the Russian government is falling down on their responsibilities. If the United States is not trying to hack Russia, China, Europe, then the United States is falling down on their responsibilities. If we're not putting up a defense against this technology, and trying to stop the other countries from doing what they should be doing, then we fall down. Now, anybody that thinks that if we threaten, bully, and try and extort people into not trying to hack our systems, I got a bridge in Brooklyn for sale, okay? We need to be a little bit realistic about this. And I don't think that just simply trying to bully Russia into, or scaring Russia into not trying to hack into our stuff is a fool's errand. Now, as an American, this is the old take the log out of your own eye before you try and remove the log out of somebody else's eye. We have performed foreign affairs just as egregious as any Russia has performed recently under Putin. I'm not talking about the USSR. Let's remember, folks, the different area. There was a USSR, which was a communist regime, which was pretty much bent on taking over the world, like China. And the Russia we have today, which is Vladimir Putin, who is an authoritarian, but yet his goal is not bent on taking over the world. His goal is bent on taking care of his motherland, his country, his people. And he's doing it the best way he knows how. And if you actually go look at his record, he's done a pretty good job. Now, back to the smaller thing. The Democrats come up short on their theory of what they thought had happened. Two years, 40 FBI agents, 13 prosecutors, Democrats. Muller is the only possible conservative, and I'm not sure how conservative Muller actually is. Nobody really knows, but the other lawyers are definitely liberal. Couldn't bring out the evidence to get Trump. 2 years, millions of dollars. It's time for the left to give it up. Now, I think it's time for the Republicans to have their turn. There was another side to this, and there is evidence that could possibly point to some bad stuff going on. I'm not saying it definitely happened, but there's evidence, just like what the Democrats had against Trump, maybe a little better, but evidence still the same. And it definitely should be looked into as thoroughly, maybe, as what they looked into Trump. Because it could be just as big. Been several people in the DOJ and the FBI demoted, resigned, not just of their own accord, and fired because of this investigation. The Trump dossier should scare every American. This was an unverified document, still unverified, that the FBI used to spy on an American citizen. That's a scary situation, folks. That's not something you want the FBI doing on either party, whether it be a Democrat, liberal, a commie, or whatever. You don't want the FBI fraudulently spying on you. That's not good. Now, as a Democrat, do you think would you be willing to afford us the same luxury that you were afforded? Could we have a serious investigation of what went on in the pre-16 election with the FBI, the DOJ, and the Obama administration? I remember some disturbing things being said at the time, but I didn't quite have the information to tie them together. But I think it's time that we have our turn. The Democrats have had theirs. Now it's time for us. And when and if we get an investigation, when we get the final results, we will accept them and walk away from the issue. Unlike Democrats, who put their conspiracy theories above the facts. And the facts are, guys, Mueller let you down. Because you weren't looking for the truth, you were looking for what you wanted. There's a difference between looking for truth and what you want. Truth, when you get it, and if that's what you're looking for, you accept. But if it's just what you want to be the truth, you'll never accept, just like the Democrats and the mainstream media. They're just doubling down. Now they're just going to go a different route. Oh, now this is bad and this is wrong and this is a cover up and this and that and oh, yada, 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 yada. Same old crap. This is why it's so difficult to deal with the left. It's all conspiracy. It's all you're evil. You're racist. They don't deal with facts. They deal with feelings. Now, feelings are necessary. I'm not doing away with feelings. I have feelings myself. But when it comes to governing and behaving, you can't just behave on feelings. You have to look at the facts of the situation. I hope to reach some young people, because I know coming out of schools, you've received a lot of left-leaning thinking. I just want you to open your minds and think and reason and not just go down a partisan witch hunt. And I'm not talking about the Mueller investigation here. We went on a witch hunt. There's so many witch hunts that come out that are just not all based in fact and refuse to look at the other side. We have really got to learn how to do some thinking and communicating. Anyway, again, the Mueller investigation's over. Hey, we won. But a lot of people went down that shouldn't have. I can think of only two that actually broke a law before the investigation that were criminally liable. Three. Manafort, Bill Gates, and Cohen. All the others that got in trouble spent millions to defend themselves, and even some that spent a little bit of jail time had done nothing wrong. Until after the investigation. And it was simply some misstatements or little lies that they said still didn't cover up a crime. Wasn't a crime. What they lied about wasn't even a crime. That's sad. Go conservative.